I'm Saraswati Padmanabhan. I'm the founder and director at Diya Ghar. So Diya Ghar is an NGO and we work with children of migrant laborers. We provide early childhood care and education. So we provide education, food, child care, medical care for very young children. They are usually about between 1.5 to 6 years. And these are all children of migrant laborers who have come to Bangalore.
When was Diya Ghar founded?
We started in 2016, so it's been about 6.5 years since we started Diya Ghar.
How did you come up with the name Diya Ghar?
So we wanted to serve children. We wanted to serve children of migrant laborers, and we also wanted something that would not only touch the children in Bangalore but to different cities in India. And so and we wanted to bring just love and light into these families, into these communities. So this name my husband suggested. So Diya Ghar, just shining God's love and light for these communities.
How long have you been working here?
1 year, 7 months completed.
Like, why did you want to join Diya Ghar?
Actually, it was that was a lockdown time, so I was searching job. Because of the corona, I was struggling with some financial problem. So by God's grace, I got this job.
What was the inspiration or the driving force behind starting Diya Ghar?
Because we used to see a lot of children playing on construction sites, just close to their communities, and we used to be like, we are so protective of our young children, and to see these young ones just playing there unsupervised, right? It used to really kind of break our hearts. And one of the communities behind my husband's office, we used to go on the weekends and just connect with them and see what we could do. So we felt this was a community God was calling us to serve, and so that's how we started in 2016.
After the 9 o'clock, once the children will enter the class, I will greet the children. Then I'll start the morning prayer.
Thank you for the
And exercise.
Stand up.
And national anthem. So after these completed, they come and sit the classroom. I'll make circle time. In that circle time, I'll teach days of the week, month of the year, and 1 to 100 numbers, and the sounds of the letters k, m, p, t, like that. So after these things, I'll make the circle time. Then again, I'll teach flashcards and stories, rhymes, everything. Then after this, I'll go through the EPL material. So EPL pre-languages, math materials we have, and core languages also. Play corners so children can play. And we are providing the children's everyday vitamin C tablets and zincofoam syrup. And every day we used to give banana or whatever fruits, papaya, banana. So that is depend on seasons we are giving fruits.
How do you explain to parents that they need to study?
Parents are, just different things going on. One is they're not thinking about educating their children. And second is we're working with preschool age children, right? So they're like, okay, what education for this age group, right? Once they're older, we'll send them to school. So we really educate them about how, the brain development is happening in the first 8 years and how this is such a critical time. And also we talk to them about how they're in a very vulnerable situation. So what happens is when parents go to work, children either are left in the communities being taken care of by older children or some grandmother, or they're taken by the parents to their construction sites where, they're really exposed to different kinds of abuse, physical, emotional, sexual abuse. So we talk to them and say that this is a safe place, right? So there is a lot of work in convincing the parents to send. They also send because we give them food. So we provide, porridge in the morning, lunch and evening snacks. Otherwise the children are just, they've the parents have made something and they're playing by themselves a whole day, not really eating nutritious food. So that's another draw for the parents to send them. And eventually, with our interaction, we really just sow those seeds of hope that their children can study, and they start seeing their children, in class, what they're learning, and these children go back and, share what they've made, art and craft, or what they've learned, they sing. And so then the parents then start seeing that, okay, my children have so many talents and they can, learn, and they can, become something and do something different with their lives.
So essentially, you have to educate the parents first before you.
Yes, that's a big part of what we do. So our teachers or in the community, when we start a center, we go and first meet the families, understand their needs, and help them understand how this will help their children, and get them to start thinking about this aspect of their children as well, right? Like we said, they're just trying to, get food on the table, and they're really struggling. So for them to think beyond that, okay, my child needs to study and start education early itself.
How many children are enrolled in Diya Ghar so far?
So currently we have 19 centers in different parts of Bangalore, and we have about 980 children across these 19 centers.
How do you find funding for all the activities that go on year round?
So far funding has been really organic, in the sense that people have seen the work and then felt led to support. So we have a lot of individual donors. In the last 3-4 years, we have about 15 plus corporate supporting as well. And again, each one of those corporate, almost all of them came through a friend or a friend's friend, because we're still kind of young and, not many people know about the work we're doing. And so, yes, people see the work. I think that's what really kind of has drawn people to connect, see the need. Because a big challenge with this is that not many people understand that early childhood care and education is so important.
How long do you think you'll work here? Do you want to go somewhere else?
So after the joining Diya Ghar, I learned how to handle with the children, and I learned about the Montessori methods, and I learned how to mingle with the social peoples. Once we enter the community, so we can see lot of peoples, like different types of peoples, different type of cultures, and the way the dressing sense, everything we can see, and we learn lot of things from these community peoples before. So everything I learned. So I worked here. I don't know when I will be leave, but right now I have interest to work in the Diya Ghar school.
So what has been the best part of the journey so far?
One is just our children learning and growing. They have a shot at actually, going to school and having a shot at doing something else in life. That's something that, it's really close to our hearts.
What do you see in the future for Diya Ghar?
One is going to other cities. The other is, next month we're working towards starting 3 centers. And so we'll have 22 centers in Bangalore. And already, the second half of this year, we've been working on just improving our systems, improving quality. Anytime we scale, however much we prepare for it, there are just a lot of things to be tinkered with and figured out. And we're also looking at the team growing, the next level of leadership growing, the team growing, team's capacity growing. So those are some of the things that we're looking forward to the next year.